lovelies, Sarah the Rebel here to announce our very first podcast ever. We're doing it in collaboration with the site Commander Bedlam, and so we have Benny from Commander Bedlam and Kelsey RM, our very own editor from nerdybutflirty.com, here to discuss The Walking Dead, an amazing game that kind of took the gaming world by storm this year. So I hope you like it, and please give us comments, suggestions, concerns, everything in the comments, because this is our very first podcast. We've never done this before, so we'd love to hear what you think. And make sure to like the video if you like it.
Hey everyone, my name is Benny and I'm from Commander Bedlam.
I'm Kelsey RM. I'm from Nerdy But Flirty.
We're here to discuss The Walking Dead. Last year, that was one of the biggest games that came out. I think it was a sleeper hit, and it was considered by many as the game of the year. And we're here to talk about why and what we're expecting in the future for Season 2. So Kelsey, when The Walking Dead was first announced, what were your initial thoughts on the game?
I was really excited about it. I was a huge fan of the Telltale developer already because of Tales of Monkey Island. Monkey Island has always been one of my favorites, and I was really excited to see what they were going to do with The Walking Dead.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I've never heard of Telltale games, and I was like very skeptical about it because of the whole how it looks and everything, but when I got to play it, I was completely surprised, and I'm like, wow, this is a really cool game. And I bet you liked it too, right?
Oh yeah, I loved it. It's definitely one of my favorites. I'd probably put it in my top 10, definitely.
So why do you think it won Game of the Year? The competition was pretty tough with like Dishonored or Far Cry. I mean, those were really good games. I mean, what do you think set it apart from the other contenders?
I think it's a combination of the overall story and the writing that goes into the story, because if the writing is bad, even if you have a great story, it's not going to resonate as much. And I think that the overall, the emotion that it made you feel, that was a big contributing factor as well. I mean, I definitely cried.
I cried in the ending too. Plus, the gameplay was great. I mean, it took elements from the games of Quantic Dreams where your choices are timed, which is really great. You mean you have to make a choice really fast.
Yeah, that was, like you said, Quantic Dream was my introduction to this type of really fast-thinking gameplay, and it makes you, not able to, cheat your way through and save scum and go back, oh, I made the wrong choice. Nope, you can't go back and fix it. It's more like real life in that way. So I think making you accountable for the choices that you make the first time through is a really good stepping stone to making it more of an art form.
Yes, it's true, because I think you said in your post in Nerdy But Flirty, you said because it challenges us to think that one of the evidences that treats us as mature audiences.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It doesn't really walk you through the game at all. And there's none of those choices are easy that you have to make. I was always thinking, oh, did I make the right one? Is it going to come back and bite me later? I feel really bad. For summer, I'm planning on going back through and playing it again to see, what I would have, to make the choices I think I should have made, the ideal choices. But we'll see how that works out for me. I'm also curious to make the opposite choices, things I would never have done.
Well, I think I would never do that. It's hard for me to make the opposite choices. Usually when I play a game, when it comes to choices, I make the exact same decisions every time I play.
Yeah, I try to go through and I do one where, I would do what Kelsey would do, and then I do one that is opposite, which is normally the really evil, like kicking kittens and things like that. Things that make me go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. I like the whole story kind of thing, so. But Miley was a pretty good guy, definitely.
I'd like to play it again. It's pretty long. You think it's just a short game, but it takes a while to finish. Is it, or am I wrong? Or is it really fast?
It took me a while too. I mean, I would say there were chapters that were shorter than others, but there were some definitely, I'd say overall maybe 20, 25 hours, maybe, something there.
So, what do you think, like, for people who haven't played this game and are, like, shrugging it off like me, what can you tell them to convince them to give this game a chance?
Ooh, good question. Probably it's not. This is probably a game that my sister would like because she really liked the Quantum game. She's not a big like RPG gamer or anything. She likes platformers, and she liked Indigo Prophecy. Those are the two games that she likes, and I think that the writing really draws you into it, and the story is more like a movie almost. But because you can make the choices, it's more of an interactive experience. I think the combination of those two things would get someone to play it. Plus, zombies are really big now, so that would be a good drawing factor.
Yes, it's pretty cool. And another thing about the gameplay, it's very simple, right? You don't need to be some veteran video game player to
Oh no,
to finish it.
no, absolutely not. I mean, I played on my Xbox. I think you played on your iPad.
Yeah.
And the Xbox, it was very easy to get used to it once I, figured out I had to move the other stick and pick stuff because I got killed very easy the very first time. But after that, I eased into it. But yeah, it's easy to pick up on, definitely.
Yeah, I must say that the hardest thing in the game is not the combat or fighting the zombies. It's making the right decision.
Absolutely, and in the short time it gives you.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was really, like, sometimes it catches me off guard and I'm like, I don't know what to do. But I guess that's really what's gonna happen if you're in a zombie apocalypse. You'd have to make quick decisions and, you have to live with it. So which is pretty cool. I like how the gameplay was very simple and, yeah, it's very simple. Unlike games now like Resident Evil, I can see it's like they're adding so much things to it.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, it's not that scary anymore. I honestly get scared playing Walking Dead. I forget which parts, but there are parts when I'm like so rattled. I don't know if it's the same for you, where you jump.
Absolutely. I mean, there were a couple times where people would come in and say, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah." Just because I would run back in my chair or jump or scream or something. And plus, just the internal fear you get, like the anticipation of something that's going to happen from the music and everything. It's really good. Really good atmosphere in this game.
So when's the next season coming out? Do you know?
I don't think that they've announced it yet, but I am eagerly awaiting that date.
Hopefully this lasts more than 2 seasons or whatnot, because I think this is really, really good. I mean, the story is very compelling. I hope to see more of Clementine. And how about you? What are you expecting to see in the next season?
Well, I know they've talked about carrying over the saves from season 1, which would be awesome, because even at the very end, Clementine was you still would get the message, Clementine will remember that.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm hoping that our choices and stuff we did in front of Clementine, she'll remember that, and it'd be awesome if we could play as Clementine. That'd be really, I can't think of any other game where you play a 9-year-old. That's pretty cool. That'd be awesome.
I'm not sure if we can play as Clem. Probably my prediction is we're gonna have another survivor and we're going to take care of Clem. Probably.
Maybe,
yeah, so what I want for the next season actually is to see more of the comic book characters. From what I heard, it's based on the comic book, not the TV series, correct?
Right. Yeah, they definitely use the comics instead of the TV series as the basis for it.
Do you think that was a good move? Is it better to base it in the comic series better than the TV series?
I'm not overly familiar with the comic series. I've started them. I've started reading, and but I think that the comics might have more depth to draw from and characters and scenarios than the TV show.
Yeah,
that would be my guess. Because the book is always a little more detailed. You can only portray so much on television, things like that.
Yeah, when I first heard about the game, I didn't know it was based just on the comic book. So I was hoping that we could see some of the characters that survived from the game into the TV series, because I really love the characters in the game. I also liked Carly, but I don't think we're gonna be seeing Carly.
No, that was sad.
Yeah, but I was excited to see Lily. Probably she'd pop up in the TV series, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I hope, I really hope that all three mediums, comic, game, and TV series would all share the same universe, but oh well.
I know, because the TV show will take branch offs from the comics, so that people will still be surprised, and so I think that the game will probably do that too, where they'll have brief crossovers, like Glenn is in the game and the comic and the TV show, but we probably won't see like a huge meetup of everybody, as cool as that would be.
Yeah, that can never happen, but oh well, that doesn't take away the overall quality of the series, because it's really an awesome game. Oh, speaking of Walking Dead games, I heard Activision is doing their own Walking Dead game, and I heard it pretty much sucks.
Yeah, I'm really skeptical about it, especially considering how amazing this one was, and I think that the next one is probably just going to be a generic kind of shooter. But I do love the Dixon. Well, I love Daryl, not Merle so much. But if they could, I don't think that it'll be nearly as good as this, because they're different genres and they're hard to make compelling, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I'm not Activision. I'm not really sure that they've published any games that have good character development. Do you know of any?
I can't think of any off the top of my head. No, no, I can't think of any. But it will also be interesting because I know that Robert Kirkman is always really involved in his adaptations, so maybe he'll make it easier for them to develop those characters. But we'll see. I think it's in March.
Yeah. So, with the model of Walking Dead games, do you think AAA titles should follow suit with like episode style? Like, if you see this kind of model, pretend Mass Effect or Dragon Age or any other game, it never ends. You just have episodes keep coming.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to see it become the only form of gaming, but I like that it's an option, because if you want to you spend $5 this weekend on a game and then you can play an episode of something, and it's nice because then you don't have to commit to a $60 investment. You might play the first episode, think it's not the greatest, but hey, you only spent $5, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's a pretty good model too. Like, you just want to see how it's all about. Not, demos sometimes can be misleading. So
yes. Or they don't show enough. If the demo is only, a 10-minute demo, I don't think that's enough for me to decide if I want to buy it.
Yeah, so I think it was really worth it because I bought a game. You said one episode is $5, or is it $2? I forgot.
Yeah, it was $5 each, unless you got the I think on iPad you could do the season pass, so it ended up probably being like $2-ish an episode.
Yeah. I mean, I bought with the episodes $2 each, and then I was like, Jesus Christ, it's been like an hour and 30 minutes already. This is really worth my buck.
Yeah, I mean, you get. I mean, it's pretty much $1 an hour. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and I hope they're releasing the second season this year. If not this year, probably early next year. Because I'm predicting if it's this year, it would be something like late for fourth quarter of 2013 or early 2014. But I don't think it's gonna take them that long to make a follow-up.
I hope not. I mean, I really want to know what happens next. That was a cliffhanger.
So do you think they would have any problems carrying over save games to the second season? Because you know how it was so problematic with the Mass Effect series, and do you think they can pull it off?
I think that they probably, they have seen all that discussion about, making so that people want to feel like their decisions mattered in the last game. So I hope that they will take that into consideration. And I think it's also a much smaller game to transfer choices from. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they'll be able to work on that.
Hopefully, and I'm very excited to see what comes next. From the Season 1, surviving Season 1 characters, who would you like to see again in Season 2 the most?
That's a pretty small pool. Well, we never actually saw that Kenny died. So, there was no like screams or bone crunching or anything. So that would be cool if he pops up and says, surprise. But I like Krista and Oni, and I like to see what happens with Krista's baby. And I loved Clem to death. And she was always my first priority in the game. If she was sad, I got all sad. And those were where she got sad with decisions where I was like, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. But like, I didn't steal from the car because she didn't want to. So I was like, all right, not doing it.
Oh man, my choice would be you won't like it.
Okay.
Lily, because I just want to kick her ass next season.
Oh, that'd be awesome. No, I like that. That's good. Yeah. Being somebody that knows her. So probably that'd be Clem, I think, or Kenny if he survived. But that would be a great revenge. She stole that. Oh, she was awful.
I think we've spoiled everyone enough, so I think we're gonna end the Walking Dead discussion right here. But people can get the Walking Dead in every platform, right?
Yeah, yep. And it even came out on disc recently for everybody too. You don't have to just buy it online now. And I think it's maybe $5 more, but it's nice to have a disc personally. But since I already bought it digitally, I'm not going to splurge on the disc. But if you don't have it, the disc is great.
Yeah, so you guys should definitely buy it because it's worth your buck. It's not it feels like it's a $60 title with the length because it's really long. It took me a while to finish it, but it's I think half the price of a AAA title nowadays, or even more than half. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kelsey.
I think the disc retails for $30. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Definitely worth it, I think.
All right, so we're gonna end this here. It's been nice chatting with you, Kelsey. Once again, my name is Benny, and I'm from Commander Bedlam.
And I'm Kelsey. I'm from Nerdy But Flirty.
We hope to do more podcasts, so let us know if you like it, and we'll try to do some more. Okay?
That would be great.
Signing off. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.